We are back for more in Red River Gorge. And this is a special trip. This is a trip we've been trying to plan for a while.
We're back.
Oh, that is just fashionable as hell, dog.
Look who it is. Look who it is. Look who it is. Look who it is. Yeah. So we, ever since we met David back in August, we've been trying to get a trip on the books with him, and we got bonus points because we got David's buddy Travis.
Who's now our buddy.
Who's now our buddy Travis. And 2 dogs, so we were back down at Red River Gorge, and we came here back in November, and we really didn't see anything. We just kind of did like a short loop. So this time, we're doing all the fun stuff. So we are gonna check out Gray's Arch, we're gonna check out Hanson's Point, we're gonna do all the sightseeing, we're gonna get some Miguel's, we're gonna do it all.
First of all, we shouldn't start any Red River Gorge video without a shout out to Backpacking with Jason. We can't thank him enough. As most of you know, Backpacking with Jason is the official tour guide of the Red River Gorge, who always gives us great advice on where to go. So thanks, Jason.
I've seen you in videos. Hi. My wife is very jealous we're backpacking with dogs. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Got some trail dogs.
Good, man. That's really.
So what do you keep in here? Like
Their
dog
food.
stuff? Okay.
Their food, and I've got a little water.
How much bourbon are you making them carry in?
No, I carry my own bourbon. You don't carry my bourbon. That looks a little tight.
That's cool. There is a when you're backpacking down in Kentucky, there's a bourbon requirement, and we hit up the Buffalo Trace distillery on the way, which was pretty sweet.
So this is the inside of Warehouse D. There's a Kentucky Bourbon Festival in Bardstown in September.
These are souvenirs over here, right?
Right here. Can we get it? No. We had it here yesterday.
I bought 5 bottles of booze.
Yes, bought 5 bottles of bourbon in the last 2 hours. True story. I think we're gonna like backpacking with these guys. That's great.
Good plan. I want to do something.
Full rain.
Full rain.
Camera.
Yeah, everyone's rained out.
I got rain gloves too.
Shout out to Travis. Travis, we're now calling you our buddy too. We're stealing David Gray's buddies, but
That's right. We're all
that's okay. He's decked out. Yeah, I know. Everyone's ready. And just as it stopped raining, everyone's decked out in their rain gear. I'm pretty excited for this trip. You know, when we came back here in November, it was awesome, and we really didn't even see like any of like the sights or the sounds. So when David and us and Travis started talking about doing a trip, David actually threw out Red River Gorge. And we're like, all right, we're going, but we're seeing all the good stuff. So Jason Waugh from Backpacking with Jason hooked us up with a good trip itinerary. And so we're hiking in down the Gray's Arch Trail. We're not gonna do Gray's Arch today. It's kind of late in the day, Friday. We're just going in to find a campsite. And then tomorrow we're gonna hit Gray's Arch, we're gonna hit Hanson's Point, we're gonna hit all the hot spots in the Red River Gorge area with David Gray, Travis, and Andy. It's gonna be super fun. Well, we found a spot. We only had to hike in a little bit, but Red River Gorge is filled with sweet campsites. And check out what's behind me. Yeah, so we're up on a ridge. It's awesome. And I'll give you a little overview here. So fire pit right there. Couple tents, and I'm in the hammock for this trip. So we got 2 hammocks, 2 tents, and we're just scoping out now. Got the dog. I feel like Andy, I feel like a beastmaster on this trip with those dogs. Yes, they walk right behind. They walk like side by side with you. It's freaking awesome. We've tamed them. So we're gonna get set up. It's raining, obviously, but we're in our rain suits, so not too bad. and we'll check again once we get the camp tarp up and get dry. So ever since Chris told us he was making a tarp, and we saw it at one of the YouTube meetups, we knew we had to get our hands on them. So for this trip, Andy and I both have the Light AF tarp, and I gotta say, granted I just put it up, I'm impressed. And we'll go through it in more detail later, but it's big, it's light, I'm loving the doors. The way he configured the doors is great. The way he configured the tie outs is great. And Andy and I, like literally you can see, we've got Andy's and we've got mine. And it really, and you can see it compared to the, that's a Hammock Gear Dyneema Hex tarp right there versus the Light AF, and it's really luxurious. All right, happy hour has officially started. We're drinking nice, classy bourbon. Gentlemen,
Yeah.
hey, this is fun. I'm glad we got this. I like the Rhine guys.
We deserve this after crushing miles today.
Yeah, hey.
It was a rough day.
It was a rough day.
It was raining.
So we just get to camp at like 5 and just crush bourbon all night.
We were just crushing miles.
Well, I kind of backpacking.
The plan tomorrow is just get up, check out Gray's Arch, and then meander our way towards Hanson's Point. Wait. There he's coming. He's coming.
David, are you sure you want to witness my fails?
He's already failed once. Oh, having the dogs is fantastic, by the way.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I'm getting caught in all the rhododendron.
Yeah. Hey, this is fun.
All right, we're gonna watch Kevin fail at hanging a bear bag since I always have to hang.
Snagging on this stuff.
Yeah, you will snag. Nope. Do we need to find an easier tree?
Maybe. I'm gonna try one more time.
Okay.
I'm still connected.
Are you good?
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
You got it. You. Oh, nice. He got it. Wow.
Success. And this line lights up. Look at that. So this is new. I got this from Hilltop Packs. You can buy it at a bunch of places. I think it's called Dynaglide. I don't know. It's like kind of wax coated, so it slips really easily. But we were sick of screwing with bear line, like having to finesse it. So it makes it a lot easier. And I really, you can see it. I really like the color. It fluoresces great.
So this is how David Gray cheats at fire making. He's got.
I think you're not supposed to see that.
Yeah.
I think I've convinced the Schill brothers to get one of my little.
Hold on. You saw me blowing on this thing.
Yeah, you saw.
30 minutes.
I told you you could use my little pump. He's like, "That's true, Travis."
That's true. You did.
And here we've been blowing on this
I
fire.
think I've made another little Neo air
Look at
pump
that.
sale.
Oh yeah.
This is probably a
more
better
little
use
stuff?
of it
Yeah,
than
we
even
do.
blowing up the air mattress.
Fire's proving to be a challenge.
Yes, it always is.
Because we didn't baton wood.
We didn't baton wood like last weekend.
Baton wood.
You like split it down the middle with a knife.
It exposes the the dry surfaces.
The resin. It's all about the
yeah.
resin.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It's a
It is
lot of work.
The key to batoning is bringing somebody who batons.
Yeah.
You gotta have your fire.
Yeah.
batoner.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Northern American thing.
Yeah, right? It's actually pretty cool to watch someone do it when they're good at it,
Yeah. Jason. was
but it's
amazing.
a lot of work.
So like every single piece of wood.
Yeah. Like
So
you
what-
would baton all this.
Yeah, so you'll take like a knife
Like
and just
heavy duty.
put it like in the middle of the wood and then go right down it.
And it works.
It works.
We had a rip roaring fire.
So what's everyone got for dinner?
I'm
What do
doing
you
Mountain
got?
House beef stroganoff
Nice.
Yeah.
Travis, what do you got?
Stroganoff.
Oh, all right.
with extra soy sauce because it doesn't have enough sodium in it.
You put soy sauce
Wait, wait, wait.
Yeah.
That's actually not. I'm into that. That's a good idea. Andy, what do you have?
I got a pasta size or something.
I feel like we've already eaten so much.
Yeah.
I've got
Got a bag of
I've
Fritos.
got either pad
Fritos
thai
are-
or mac and
Fritos
cheese.
are definitely a highlight.
Those were pretty good.
Fritos are good.
Yeah, as evidenced by the.
Fritos cheese.
So we didn't have the packet gourmet dip, so we hiked in the Fritos cheese dip in a can. It's actually pretty good. So what do you think so far of the backpacking and bourbon trip we've got going on.
Dude,
That's what we're calling this.
I cannot.
Yeah.
I literally can't think of a better way to backpack right now in the winter when you have low light. I mean, like, we don't have Maker's Mark or Bullet or some crap like that. We got the good stuff.
We got the good stuff. And we got good food.
And we got trail dogs.
We got dogs. We got good food. We got good bourbon. This is the way to do it.
We got new tarps.
For dinner, I'm trying this Good to Go. They sell it already. My wife got it for me. So we'll see. I put a peanut packet in there, and then we got the old. We're in the pocket rocket now. We've stopped screwing with alcohol stoves in the winter. We're lazy now. And Andy's doing a good job of keeping this fire going without Sam.
Good morning from the Chameleon. Man, I slept good last night. It rained all night, and I love the sound of rain on Dyneema. It's just the best. Loving this tarp. This tarp is incredible, and I totally just forgot to shut the doors last night, even though it's raining. But I mean, you can see, I'm bone drying here. It's great. So pretty good night's sleep. Overnight low was, it was not bad. It was in the upper 30s somewhere, and I've got a 20-degree coiled system, so toasty warm. Got the winter top cover on here, so really good night's sleep in the Chameleon. Pretty happy to be back in the hammock for this trip.
First night in the light AF tarp with doors. Thing's a palace. And of course it rained all night, so good test of the door feature. I think I could have had the tarp a little bit lower. You can see the distance between my ridgeline and the tarp. To be in full storm mode, but I'm definitely dry. There wasn't much wind to keep the rain from swirling rain around, but I can see the doors are covered in rain, so that means it definitely kept out a bunch of rain off of my quilt, so pretty cool. First time ever using a tarp with doors. Oh, there's a dog, yes! Yes, there's a dog! Oh, morning kisses, oh my god. Bailey, did you sleep well? Oh yes.
It's just been raining all morning, so I didn't really film. We had some coffee, had a biscuits and gravy, face bag, and everyone else packed up. I'm not gonna lie, I had to take a little lay down after breakfast. So they just walked out of here. I'm gonna meet them down at Gray's Arch. But pretty good night last night. Light AF tarp was on point. You can see I'm just got the yard sale going, gonna pack up. And I'm gonna meet them down at Gray's Arch, and it stopped raining, thank God. So it's gonna be a good day down in Red River Gorge.
Beautiful. Foggy though. We're in the clouds, I guess. It is cold and wet. But it's nice. Second time to Red River Gorge. This is only 3.5 hours from Columbus. Awesome.
It's finally starting to dry out a little bit. The rain stopped. I mean, everything is saturated and soaked. I mean, it rained all night, which I actually like sleeping in the rain. I'm expecting this place to be crowded, but it is a rainy, cold January. Really excited to see Gray's Arch. I've seen it in a bunch of people's videos.
You know, everybody comes to Red River Gorge and you see the pictures of Gray's Arch, but until you see it in person, it's much more spectacular than I thought. So
Really, really, really cool.
Probably gonna be a lot of sediment.
That's a hard deal here. Is that more optimal? We'll be over there where it's flashy.
Yeah, that's all right.
Gray's Arch was very cool. Very cool. Just like it was in Adventure Archives' videos. And there weren't that many people there, which was kind of surprising. But it was very cool. So I still haven't found the rest of the crew yet. I thought I might see him at Gray's Arch, but I took my time coming out of camp, and I bet they probably stopped to find water somewhere. But I'll find them. I know where they're camping. And this area we're hiking at, it really isn't crazy big, so I'm not too worried about it. But now, you know, only less than 5 miles probably to where we're camping, so not a high mileage day, and usually we try and do more, but just where the landmarks we wanted to see were spaced and where we wanted to camp kind of dictated this would be a shorter mileage trip, and I am fine with that.
Awesome little stream area. Dogs are loving it. They're Campbell. Hope you don't need anything dry in that pack there.
That's why everything's waterproof in there.
Really cool, but challenging part of the trail. A little bit of a mud walk, but look at this. How cool. How neat is this? Nature. A lot of overhangs on the last probably quarter mile.
Man, it is cave after cave after cave after cave after cliff. Very cool. Much more scenic than our last trip here, which is kind of interesting because we were maybe 5 miles from this spot last time we were here, but this Gray's Arch, Hanson's Point area is awesome. So very happy we came down here. Another shout out to Jason from Backpacking with Jason for hooking us up with some good trip details and things to do. Really appreciate it, but this so far has just been awesome.
Head over to Hanson's Point, so this is going to be probably the last water that we'll find. So we're going to camel up with about 5 liters of water each and then haul it up that hill. Doesn't sound like much fun, does it?
Stole the shot.
This is better than not having water though. Well, what do you know? Fun it?
This is a pretty cool trail to Hanson's. This is neat. Nice little hidden trail. I mean, well traveled because a lot of people know about this, but pretty cool. I'm curious on how camping is going to work out on this, but I mean, it's very popular to camp up here, so I'm sure it'll open up at some point, but this is neat.
Well, I think this will do. So this Hanson's Point area is just filled with areas like this. Think you have enough room?
This is a nice spot. I think we can manage.
I'm overwhelmed with options. So basically, you just there's like the main trail and a little cutoff that goes up here, and it's basically like a half mile, 3/4 mile long stretch of this behind me, and there's a lot of people. But we found an area where nobody is. It's awesome. It reminds me a lot of the Lion's Head area at Dolly Sods. Pretty easy to find though, not far. David's doing some filming. So I'm overwhelmed with options. Bailey, what do you think? Beastmaster.
So you just kind of.
So your head goat would be here. Your feet would be back.
That's how hell of a support.
I know. Your back should feel warm. Travis, what kind of tent is that?
That's the Tiger U Well by Big Agnes.
Okay.
Love it.
So dirty ground dwellers are wearing, rocking the Big Agnes Tiger UL.
It's not quite freestanding.
Yeah.
For the dirty,
Lightweight, more
wet
pliable.
ground dwellers.
Yeah, and David's got his first tent from 1964 over there.
Yeah, it's acting more like a sponge on this.
He
trip.
brought a sponge.
I found out, yeah.
It's the classic
Not so
Nemo.
waterproof anymore.
Yeah.
Weighed about 7 pounds.
Yep. And then as a result, David's got a nice little line going there. Dry out some. Oh, your insulation has been dried out. It's drying out.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Everything.
Okay. Well, good luck tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Better than as long as there's no rain.
Yeah. Hanson's Point. Pretty cool. I don't like heights, so yeah. But pretty amazing spot. You get a nice 360 view of the gorge. It's beautiful. Cool area. I can see why people come up here all the time. Very nice. Even with fire starters, this is tough fire conditions. It's been raining for the last several days. It's in like the low 40s, upper 30s. So we're battling. But it's like 5:15, and this Hanson's Point area is sweet. I need to actually go see the point. I will at some point, or maybe tomorrow morning. But we're just hanging out. Got this fire going. Finally starting to dry out. No rain in the forecast. It's not windy. Weirdly not windy.
Yeah.
I
want a little bit more wind.
Andy wants a little bit more wind
Dry out the tarps.
to dry out the tarps. What do you have for dinner?
Lasagna.
The Mountain House lasagna with meat sauce. Nice. I have the Backpackers Pantry mac and cheese, which is really good. The pad thai last night, solid C. Would not get again.
You'll pass school with it, but
You'll survive, but it was not my favorite. So, oh, there we go. And we have a special course tonight because Mr. Gray's Pizzeria pop-up shop. Mr. Gray's
Papa
Hanson's
Gray.
Point.
Papa Gray.
Papa Gray's Pizzeria pop-up shop at Hanson's Point is coming. David's making some pizzas. So, and we just had a round of cheese dip. Man, look at the experience we're getting. We got the dogs, we got the cheese dip, we got David. We're getting like the full David Gray tour.
yeah.
It's fantastic. We've been, when you guys were down at the point, Andy and I were calling this Papa Gray's Pop-Up Hanson's Point's Pizza Shed. Pizza Tarp. The pizza tarp. That looks good.
Papa Gray's.
Papa Gray's pizza tarp.
Papa Gray.
That looks good. Yeah. Smells delicious.
Oh yeah.
Are you having real dinner after this?
I may not.
Yeah.
This may be it.
What did you bring for dinner?
I had like a Mountain House chicken breast with mashed potatoes,
Oh, nice.
which is a little more complicated to make than I desired.
Yeah, just to do the chicken first.
That's
and then-
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as complicated as this.
That's pretty
Well, that's for
complicated.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Travis, what do you have?
I got a chicken and dumpling.
Oh, that's right. That's a good one. Andy, you have lasagna?
Yeah, I do.
I have mac and cheese. We're eating well. This is the first round of appetizers was cheese spread, then the second, it's like a flatbread pizza for the second round.
Well, we had two different cheese. We had
That's right.
We had the Frito-Lay's cheese stuff with Fritos.
Are we out of devices to put cheese on?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that was the problem.
Yes.
it looks like the
Yeah, we
Pack
were.
Gourmet makes it to
We do-
another trip.
Yeah.
We realized we didn't have anything to put it on.
Mac and cheese turned out great. Look at that. Andy, how's the just straight mashed potatoes?
Just straight mashed potatoes.
Delicious.
You know, it wouldn't be winter backpacking without awful weather.
Yes.
And this says check that box.
I'm soaking. Well, I'm not soaking wet, but I'm so glad we got rain pants.
Yeah, the rain pants were a good call. The what is that a flavor of
4 cheese.
4 cheese?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this backpacker pantry mac and cheese is really good. End of night 2. Much tamer night than tonight. Didn't have a ton of bourbon like the night before. We had a nice fire tonight, and we were just, it's almost 9. Temps dropping, gonna get dip below freezing, but the rain stopped at least. I'm under the tarp right now, and I pitched this thing so high, so I can stand up underneath it, but it's nice and cold, going to sleep. Excited to get some biscuits and gravy tomorrow and freaking finally check out Miguel's. Whew, good morning. Man, look at this coming in behind me. Oh yeah, that's a sunrise coming up on Hanson's Point right there. That's beautiful. Pretty cold. We got 29 degrees, so the weather reports have been off pretty substantially while we've been here. I don't know, they don't really take into account, I guess, like you're up in these mountains and this stuff. Slept pretty well. It cleared out at least, and I woke up last night and the stars were out, and it was pretty sweet. But we're watching the sunrise come up on Hanson's Point right now, and there's been a ton of people like filtering in to catch the sunset or the sunrise as it comes up. It's pretty cool. So at least it's sunny and it's not raining, so we'll take that. So you got a little cold last night?
Yeah.
Where?
Under my back shoulders, like the top of my back or my shoulders.
This is the 10 degree underquilt?
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. This is the first time I haven't used the in cold weather. I haven't used the underquilt protector.
Oh.
And the reason I didn't use it was because the light AF tarp had just so much coverage. But maybe I didn't hang because it was a little windy up here.
It was windy.
So maybe I didn't hang the tarp low enough to get coverage.
Yeah. Oh, I got up and moved mine down.
Yeah, I adjusted it a little. Like I was checking it in the middle of the night, making sure it was under my shoulders and stuff. But it was just like 2 little spots. I mean, it wasn't like, it just was annoying and kind of drove me nuts.
Cheating on coffee this morning. Travis is letting me borrow his jet boil. But look at this sunrise. The gorge. Beautiful. Beautiful colors this morning.
That's a beautiful shot of you at that sunrise. What do you have for breakfast?
Mountain House granola with milk.
Oh, that's right, the granola.
I can't believe it only takes a half a cup of water for all of this. Like,
I know, David, when you fuel up in the morning, you prefer Mountain House granola, right? Hey, Mountain House, give him a, what do they call those things? Ambassador.
Ambassador.
there you go.
Another successful trip with the face bags, but using this thing for the 2 nights, 3 days trip. It's perfect. It's got my face on it. You can see me taking the selfie there. Another trip with the Light AF Curve 40. This is just my go-to pack now for anything under 3 days. I don't even consider anything else. Over 3 days or super winter heavy trip, I might go back to the haul if I need to take more stuff, but 3 days and under, even 3 nights and under, this is 40 liters with the hip belt pockets. I can fit everything I need in there, and it's finally dirty. It's just about packed up. Much quicker than yesterday. We're gonna go to Miguel's. It might be too early for pizza. We're about 3 miles. Oh, nice shot. Travis right there. We're about 3 miles from the car. So basically we did a big loop starting in Gray's Arch, ending in Gray's Arch, but not an out and back, just looping up to Gray's Arch to Hanson's Point down to Sheltowee Trace. So not a big loop, you know, maybe 8 to 10 miles, the whole thing. Perfect for winter, man, perfect for winter. And this place is hilly, so it's nice to have low mileage, but we're about packed up and then it's out to the car. This is a little look at what the trail is like getting to Hanson's Point. So it's very thin. And I bet this is so overgrown in the summer.
Yeah, it's all pines.
I don't know, it's all pines. So it's not an official path, but it's, as you can see, it's like pretty worn, and this is a pretty popular place. And of all the places I've camped at Red River Gorge, I've seen the most people up here, and look at that.
That's cool.
Beautiful. So once again, the Hiking Project app continues to be a winner. So you can see there's Hanson's Point. We stayed up there last night. It even has this trail on the map, which is not technically a trail. And then we're just gonna keep coming down this trail all the way back to the parking lot. So Hiking Project app, winner, free. It's got all the trails, all the points of interest, pre-download the maps. It's awesome.
David, you assured me this was flat on the way back. Yeah.
That got me breathing hard.
Bailey, you're good at climbing things.
This trail is a welcome sight from yesterday. I mean, we're just working our way on this ridge. It's fantastic. It's soft, it's sandy, because everything here, it's like a limestone or a sandstone bed. And you got like the pine needles and the sand, and it's just so good. So we're just taking this ridge like the whole way back to the parking lot, you know, a couple miles. So not bad at all. It's sunny, it's not raining. The high today is 55. It's about time Mother Nature threw us a bone. Well, that's it. Another successful trip down to the gorge. Gentlemen,
Yeah.
thank you both for coming. This was super fun.
Awesome. Thanks for
honestly.
having us. Awesome.
Really good time. Done with the gorge, our second trip in like 3 months.
Yep.
We're gonna have to do a third one. I think now it's time to go crush some Miguels.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, it doesn't sound bad.
Well, the good news is we're at Miguel's finally, and it's incredible. The bad news is it's not 11:30 and they're not serving pizza. But we're still pumped. They have an awesome, epic breakfast loadout. So finally crossing this one off the list.